Hi, this is Sarah Ottey, and I'm the broker at MYNT Realty Co., which is based in Montego Bay, Jamaica. Today, I would like to talk to you about buying property in Jamaica as a U.S. citizen. So I often get, lots of questions from people overseas wanting to know what the steps are, how easy it is to buy property in Jamaica. So you'll be happy to know there are relatively no restrictions involved for the purchase of property in Jamaica. What you would need to have is a tax registration number. In order to get the tax registration number, you can download the application online at the tax administration website, or you can seek the assistance of a local attorney who can apply for it on your behalf. Once you have the TRN, then you will need to consider some other possibilities or other options where financing is concerned. So some people may not know, but there is the possibility of getting local financing even if you're a foreign purchaser. So it would be a matter of looking at the different banks and checking to see what different offers they have. You can ask your realtor to advise you or to put you in touch with some local mortgage representatives who can walk you through the steps. They would need to find out about your credit worthiness in order to pre-qualify you for the amount. One of the other things you'd need to consider is residency. Typically, tourists or foreigners are allowed to stay in the country for up to 3 months. If they do need to stay for a longer period of time, they can apply for an extension up to 6 months. Beyond that, you would need to apply for a work permit in order to live here for a longer period of time. You can also of course, there's the option of residency via marriage to a Jamaican. Also, I would like to highlight that the government has been working on a special program in light of the pandemic, and this will give people 1 year temporary residency. So we are waiting to see when that will be rolled out. Where the financing is concerned, you can expect local rates of between 4 to 5% for US currency mortgages, and for local currency mortgages it's typically within the range of 8 to 9% where the interest rate is concerned. Where costs are concerned, you'll be happy to know that there's no tax on capital gains in Jamaica. There are, however, some taxes and costs that are associated with the transfer of property here. So one of those costs would be transfer tax. However, this is typically paid by the seller, and it's usually 2% of the sale price. There is, in addition, stamp duty and a registration fee, and these costs are typically split 50-50 between the seller and the buyer. Presently, the stamp duty is 2,500 Jamaican, and the registration fee is 0.25% for the buyer. There are some other fees that are involved, and those apply to the various professionals that are involved in the transaction. So that would include the realtor, of course, and the standard industry charge for commission is 5% plus general consumption tax, which is 15% of the 5% of the sale price. This commission is generally paid by the seller, so it's not really something that you'd have to worry about as a buyer. In addition to that, you will have your attorney's fees, and those are typically industry standard is 3% of the sale price plus general consumption tax of 15% of that 3%. So in some instances, depending on the nature of the sale, the lawyer fees may range between 1.5 to the 3%. You'll also have the mortgage processing or commitment fees, which typically range between 2 to 3% plus general consumption tax of 15% of that amount. In addition to that, you will also have a charge for the surveyor's report and the appraiser or valuer's report. And those reports are required if you're getting a mortgage, but it's optional if you're doing a cash purchase. However, I strongly advise that you consider getting those even if you're doing a cash purchase, because you really want to know if there are any encroachments or anything that you should be concerned about, and you want to be certain that you are paying a fair price for the property. So for the surveyor's report, you can estimate 0.3% of the sale price, and for the valuer's report or appraiser's report, you can also estimate 0.3% of the sale price. One of the things that I personally do with buyers I represent is to provide them with a spreadsheet that outlines all the costs that they can expect. So, in summary, in addition to the actual sale price of the property, you can expect an initial cash outlay, and that would involve all the costs I just discussed, as well as the down payment. For cash buyers, you can anticipate an initial cash outlay of between 10 to 15% minimum of the sale price. And then for someone who's getting a mortgage, that person can estimate an initial cash outlay of approximately 15 to 40% minimum of the sale price. And as I mentioned before, this varies depending on the amount that the lending institution is willing to offer. So that's why it's a larger range. So I know I have covered quite a bit in this video, and if there are any additional questions, feel free to ask them in the comments below. I'm also happy to email you additional information if you'd like. You can send me an email at Sarah, SARAH, at MYNTRealtyCo.com. That's MYNTRealtyCo.com. I hope you found this video useful, and if you would like to continue hearing more and seeing more videos relating to these topics, please feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can also find me on other social media networks, on Instagram and Facebook or on LinkedIn. You can look for at Sarah Ottey or at MYNT Realty Co. Take care. Thanks again. Bye bye.